Hi, beautiful people. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. Let's talk again about Without a Crystal Ball. How vindictive, manipulative, cunning, and habitual victim, and in my opinion, what a liar and drama queen she is. Oh, and also how she has once again doxed another person and also once again going after another attorney. Disclaimer, this video is solely about Without a Crystal Ball's actions and bad behavior and not the subpoena itself. Saturday afternoon, Without a Crystal Ball went on a TikTok and she was speaking about how she has been subpoenaed by Blake Lively, and she was also bitching about another content creator on TikTok that goes by Not Actually Golden. And this TikTok creator merely said that she, meaning Without a Crystal Ball, is not a very reliable source. She expressed her feelings, she spoke her truth, she said it once, and that was it.
So this is from Without a Crystal Ball that, I'm taking it like 50%. She's not a very reliable source. She says she got this from Google. I'm skeptical until I actually get it from a source I consider reliable. But for now, assuming this is real, here's my thoughts.
And what she did say in defense of all those that did get served with the subpoena from Blake Lively, including Without a Crystal Ball, that subpoena is crossing the line. I will have Not Actually Golden's TikTok handle in the description box. Feel free to go and check out that video in its entirety. And every other creator I also speak about will also be listed down below. Now, Without a Crystal Ball seems to be feeling alone and slowly but surely coming off her little island and looking for allies, because before she came on a TikTok live, she made this post to her Instagram, and this is where the manipulation begins. Thank you to a tilted lawyer for always having my back and sticking up for me when all of YouTube came down on me and accused me of lying about a very real subpoena. He spoke to Donna on her podcast. Donna came into my comments and mocked my video and said the subpoena was obviously fake and implied it was ridiculous for me to make a video sharing the very real subpoena received directly from Google Legal. The rush of creators attacking led to my page being flooded with accusations that I'm lying, and seeking support from my audience for legal fees was fraud. My lawyers will be working on a motion to quash and filing pro hoc vice into New York Southern District Court to fight the subpoena. When your financial records are at risk of being exploited by a powerful Hollywood couple, I'd expect creators to support one another, not accuse them of lying. So, thank you, Omar. Now, before I go on, let me be very clear. I am not fully in all corners watching every creator talk about the Blake Lively Justin Baldoni lawsuit. But from my research, whoever is talking about these subpoenas and who has been served, Without a Crystal Ball is mentioned by some, but not acknowledged by all. But also, I have not seen anyone come down on her or speak ill about her. And in regard to her saying that she's been flooded with accusations that she's lying and seeking support from her audience for legal fees, why is she seeking support from her audience for legal fees when she herself has bragged and admitted to sending and showing another creator her revenue on YouTube, where she has grossed millions, and even gave permission for that creator to share the information?
I'm telling her that my channel's grossed millions. That's true. This is my channel, Bree. My channel has grossed millions in revenue. This is coming from experience. I did show her my revenue. So if she wants to show you my revenue, you guys can see it. But it is a couple million. Actually, I actually have intentionally scaled back on my videos because of the taxes I was paying and the toll it was taking on me. That's true. When you make a lot of money, you have to pay a lot of taxes and there's a lot of stress.
So why are you grifting Without a Crystal Ball? So after thanking Omar, she made this post.
How many times my fingers have typed out when people said, but who do you think has the stronger case? But who do you think has the stronger case? Every motherfucking time I said, I don't know, because all we have is the complaints. I don't have enough information. I don't have enough information. I have refused to answer that question day in and day out. So don't fucking lie about things that I didn't say. And when it comes to that goddamn subpoena and your obsession with it, which has me thinking, if you're too stupid to understand how ethics work, and that what might be regular practice in New York could still be something that I, a licensed lawyer, find ethically problematic, then get the fuck off my page and stop bothering people. You took it too far this time.
Let me just make this point before I go on. I like the way she adds to that video saying, "This is a creator that said that I lacked credibility." Also curses out people when they question her credibility. That is very rich coming from Katie Joy because she does the exact same thing.
I actually am a reporter, so you can fuck off.
A little backstory about that video that you just saw. Not Actually Golden and Lauren, who Not Actually Golden was addressing in her video, had indifferences. So, last week, Daily Dose of Donna had the tilted lawyer, who Katie Joy was thanking in a post, was on her show to talk about the subpoenas. And later, Lauren also joined the live. And in that live, the tilted lawyer said, and I quote, "Without a Crystal Ball has shown herself to be pretty reliable when showing that kind of stuff," end quote. The Daily Dose of Donna actually did that live on Friday, and obviously Without a Crystal Ball actually saw that live later on. Keep up with me. Again, these are my opinions from observations and research I have done. This is where Without a Crystal Ball's vindictiveness comes into play. Without a Crystal Ball knows Lauren, who has also been served a subpoena from Blake Lively, is very close to the tilted lawyer. And when Without a Crystal Ball saw Daily Dose of Donna's live and heard the compliment from the tilted lawyer, she figured that she could manipulate her way into having or building an ally with Lauren. And she went and dug up a video she knew that happened with Not Actually Golden in hopes of using that video that you just saw to her advantage and making it seem as though Not Actually Golden is this bad, problematic person. When let me remind you, all she said is that Without a Crystal Ball is not a reliable source. Now back to Katie Joy's post about Not Actually Golden. She states, "I'm only sharing what I'm experiencing because I'm frankly tired of a select group of creators being mean girls to me and talking crap nonstop. I don't talk about other creators, but they talk about me. When I respond and share what happened, they come back to me and twist things, gaslight, and act like they didn't say what they said. You don't talk about other creators? What about ZACK Peter on YouTube? You spoke about him, attacked him, and lied about him. I did make a video about that, which I will have linked in the description box. What about Ask Two Lawyers? Also made a video about that. Will also be in the description box below. So maybe stop with the lies, Katie Joy. But I promise you that if I were a licensed attorney and worked in higher education at a public school, earning a salary funded by government dollars, I would not speak to anyone on my TikTok like this. The reason she is saying all this is because she went and tried looking for Not Actually Golden's real identity. And the way she did this was she actually spoke about this on her TikTok live on Saturday night, where she said she took a picture of Not Actually Golden and she did a reverse image search on Google. And that is how she got the information that she published on her Instagram. When I said I didn't appreciate her telling people that I wasn't credible, she gaslit me. Then she said she didn't see my attorney's statement, which was in the video of mine that she shared on TikTok. She didn't do her due diligence. Today she is defending the subpoena and she said Blake has a right to request it from Google to prove her case. Blake doesn't have carte blanche to invade people's privacy who had nothing to do with the smear campaign and only reported on public records. I would never hire this woman as a lawyer, which is why I rely on my lawyer to guide my legal issues. I'm going to stand up for myself. When I'm quiet, they all pile on. When I respond, I'm accused of starting drama. I am going to stick to myself, and I do have several creators that I'm good with. I know who to stay away from. As I said, Not Actually Golden's TikTok handle is in the description box. Go and check out that video in its entirety. She spoke about the subpoena and what it entails. Katie Joy, aka Without a Crystal Ball, is the one gaslighting her audience. And FYI, Not Actually Golden did say that if the clip that she took from Without a Crystal Ball is legit, that subpoena is crossing the line. Every time somebody says something truthful about Without a Crystal Ball, and Without a Crystal Ball comes across it and she feels it's negative towards her, especially if it's a woman that said it, she will drag them to the end of the earth. She did this to Emily D. Baker when Emily was covering her defamation lawsuit with Tati. She tried to discredit Emily D. Baker and also called Emily D. Baker a bitch. Who is she to act so innocent, again, as if she doesn't have a mouth of a sailor? Just that she doesn't do it on her YouTube because she knows that's her bread and butter. But best believe, when Katie Joy goes live on YouTube or even her TikTok, her mouth is as foul as what she's accusing Not Actually Golden of. And I've showed you one example. Also, Without a Crystal Ball doesn't stick to herself by choice. She has burned a lot of bridges. Without a Crystal Ball started stirring this drama up since Friday, and since she wasn't getting the attention and or support she wanted, she included Lauren and the tilted lawyer, took the positive that he said about her, decided to broadcast it, and she also made it her mission to try find the real identity of who Not Actually Golden really is, because that is what Without a Crystal Ball does. This is a pattern for her. She is the one that cannot play well. She is the one that cannot work as a team. Not Actually Golden did make a statement on her TikTok, and this was her response.
This is not the video I wanted to be making at 11 o'clock on Saturday night on my weekend, but here we are. I don't usually make videos about people who try to bait me or, say nasty shit about me, or even people who contact folks in my real life because they're just trying to do it for attention. They're just, they're trying to bait me, and they're just trying to, have an internet fight with me for clicks. And like, there are people who have contacted my employer, and, we all laugh about it. But now a pretty large creator has decided that because I said one sentence about her this morning, that I didn't consider her a reliable source. She has now decided she's going to dox me on Instagram. And I'm not asking anyone to go defend me at all. I just want everyone to know, particularly the Baldoni people, because I know she has a big following of them, that this is who this person is. Without a Crystal Ball, I think her real name is Katie. I used, the screenshot from her video saying that was the subpoena this morning, and I said I wasn't going to take it as a reliable source because she says things on her channel that are legally absolutely wrong all of the time. She flipped out and started making videos about me and posting things about me. And now, and I wouldn't care, like whatever, but now she's doxing me. Now she's finding what she thinks is my job and what she thinks is my work history. Everyone who's tried to do that on Reddit, like, people are so stupid. They don't understand how lawyering works. But I just want people to know, like, by the way, I have sent her a message. I'll show it to you at the end, a DM, asking her politely to please stop. and I'll see if she responds. I'm guessing she probably won't. But I just want people who follow her to know that this is who she is. That I made a video about how I thought these subpoenas about these content creators were a problematic thing, that they had First Amendment implications, and that I had major concerns about them, including her. And her reaction, what she got from that whole 10 minutes was, I said she wasn't a reliable source, and now she is going balls to the wall to try to lift the privacy that I have tried so hard to maintain. I'm pretty disappointed, actually, because people had told me for a long time that she, she does crazy stuff and, I don't know. And I'm like, okay, well, I watch her videos every once in a while. And she was the one who uncovered the Van Zandt thing. So I was like, okay. But like, no YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, anything is going to be a reliable source for me on the provenance of a formal legal document. But it doesn't matter, because rather than the enemy being the people who sent her the subpoena, now the enemy is me. And I'll deal with it. Like, she says she's going to file a bar complaint against me. Girl, you're going to file a bar? You think it's an ethical violation for a lawyer to say that they don't find something credible because it's on the internet? Like, you don't understand how any of this works. It would be the opposite, see? Anyway, I'll just have to deal with whatever it is. It's pretty disappointing. And I will say it again, it is always women every fucking time. But I just want anyone who is a follower of hers or a fan of hers to know that this is who this person is. That despite my trying to make, what did I make? 3 videos today and at least one yesterday, talking about how I thought this was worrisome for these content creators, things that I thought were worrisome for her. Instead of saying like, oh, I'm glad someone was able to back me up on that, because I said she wasn't a reliable source, she is now trying to absolutely destroy the one thing that I have asked for. She doesn't have all the right information, but I'm not going to validate any of the information. I'm not going to speak to the information, because some people who've tried to dox me have found the wrong information. And I'm not going to lead them to the right information. But I just want you to know, if you follow that woman, this is what she's like. She has decided that my one mention that I didn't find her terribly reliable is more important than the 7 months of videos that I have made explaining this case. So do what you will with that information. I'm going to show you the DM. I hope she posts it. I'm going to show you the DM I sent her. And we'll see if she responds to me. But, I realize I take risks by being on the internet. I realize, like, these things have happened little bit by little bit over the last 7 months. But I've never had somebody come after me this hard for a set of 8 words. Usually people come after me because they think that I'm on some side or another. This isn't about a side. This is about her and her personal pride. So, here's the message. I doubt she'll stop, but I asked. And yes, that's a message she sent me in April saying that she loved my takes. But it's illogical for me to worry about my kid, these people going after my kid. That's why I care about the privacy. Because people like this, and God, I hope she doesn't find him. That's what's scaring me as I'm sitting here tonight. Because if she'll go after me and try to dox me simply because I said she was unreliable, or no, not even. Not totally reliable once. This is why.
Let me end with saying this. No matter how much you dislike a person or you dislike the fact that they don't agree with you, get over it. Move on. Who the fuck cares? And again, this is a pattern for Without a Crystal Ball. She has been doing this shit for years. She has been sued numerous times because she always takes things too far. She always wants to be the go-to, the number one, the head bitch in charge. She, so far, has settled 2 defamation lawsuits. The 3rd defamation lawsuit is going to trial. That should speak volumes. There is so much more to this, and there are so many more lies she has spoken on this person. And she was live on her TikTok till very late, until early hours of this morning, defending how she didn't dox this attorney. So there will be a part 2. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Please be safe out there, be kind to one another, and don't forget, make good memories. Bye, guys.